Hello everybody, and this is Glenda Winkleman, and welcome back to Creative Grandma. It's time again for Stitch of the Week. This is pattern number 208, the Lacey Shell Ripple Stitch. I have 3 samples showing. These samples were made with Red Heart Super Saver yarn in the worsted weight, and I used a size I9 crochet hook. The first one I did in a multicolor. The second one I did an all white, which you can see the pattern a little bit better, where you have your shell stitches in the middle, and then you have like a lacy fan going in the opposite direction beside it. And then I also did the rainbow pattern, which you can see the design a little bit better with the change of the colors. So let's get started. Before we begin, I do want to suggest that if you're using a different type of yarn, please just refer to your yarn label. If you're using a lightweight yarn or a bulky yarn, just see what the recommended hook size is on the label and you'll get better results. This pattern, I also suggest you get a written copy. It is a lot of repeats, and you do have to pay attention to your first basted row. Again, this particular stitch has a multiple of 11 plus 14. So if you're making a bigger project, you'll know how to determine your chains for your repeats. So to begin row 1, we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from hook. A double crochet is yarn over, insert into the 4th chain from hook, yarn over, pull it through your chain stitch, yarn over, pull it through two loops on hook, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook. You're going to chain 1, you're going to skip the next chain, you're going to double crochet in the next chain, you're going to chain 1, you're going to skip the next chain, you're going to work 3 double crochet in the next chain, and this is the first half of your top point being formed. So there's 1, 2, 3. You're going to chain 3. You're going to work 3 more double crochet in the next chain, and that finishes the other half of your top point. So there's 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next chain, and you will work a double crochet in the next chain. You're going to chain 1, you're going to skip the next chain, and now you are going to begin your repeat. So from this point forward until I finish with the repeat, this is the part that you'll repeat over and over across your work. So the next stitch we're going to do is we're going to do a 3 double crochet cluster stitch. So this, if there's any place in this pattern that you're going to mess up, it will be with this stitch. So just go slow, yarn over your hook, you skip this stitch, so you're going to insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops. You have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over your hook, you're going to insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to do it one more time, yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull it through your chain stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through all 4 loops on your hook. This creates your 3 double crochet cluster, which is worked across 3 of your chain stitches. So now you're going to chain 1, you're going to skip the next chain and you're going to double crochet into the next chain. You're going to chain one. You're going to skip the next chain. So you'll skip that one. You're going to work 3 double crochet into the next chain, and this is starting your second point. So there's 1, 2, 3 double crochet in that same chain. You're going to chain 3. You're going to work 3 double crochet into the next chain. There's 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next chain. You're going to double crochet into the next chain. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next chain, and that is the end of the repeat. So from when you started with your 3 double crochet cluster, you will work from the 3 double crochet cluster over to your point and then the 1 double crochet. And like I said, it's best to have the written instructions when you're doing this base row, and this forms your points. So go ahead and work over your sample swatch, and I'll meet up with you, and you should have 2 chain left at the end of your repeat. I'm at the end of row 1, and this shows 3 chain, and I said you should only have 2. The reason I say 2 is because at the end of the repeat you will have a double crochet, chain 1, skip the next chain. So you will have 3, but you're only going to work in the last 2 because you already skipped this. So for the last 2 chain, you're going to work a double crochet in each of the last 2 chain. And that finishes row 1. So row 2 will be the repeat row that you just do over and over again. So I'm going to go ahead and fasten off, and I'm going to change colors just to make it easier for you to see where I'm putting my stitches. So go ahead and turn your work. I'm at the end of row 1, and you should have 3 shell points on your sample swatch. I'm going to join my second color. Now I'm letting my yarn ends there just for time purposes. I'm going to pull my new color through, and I'm going to start with a chain 3 as my first double crochet. I'm going to skip the next double crochet, and I'm going to work a double crochet into the next double crochet. And this is the round that, or this is row 2 is the repeat row. You just do it over and over. Now you're going to chain 1. You're going to work a double crochet in that first double crochet of the 3 double crochet shell. You're going to chain 1. You're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, all in this chain 3 space. So this is different than row 1. You're working all the stitches in the same chain 3 space of that top point of your shell. 2 and 3, which creates your top point, and that's where your shells are running up. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next 2 double crochet of that shell. You're going to double crochet into the last double crochet of that half of your shell. So skip 2, double crochet. You're going to chain 1. Now this starts your repeat. Your repeat always starts by your cluster. So this cluster stitch works same as before, but you're going to be going into the top of this double crochet, you're going into the top of the cluster and you're going into the top of the next double crochet. So yarn over, insert in the next double crochet, yarn over, pull it through that stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert into the top of this next double crochet cluster stitch, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2 loops on hook. You have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over, put it into that next double crochet, yarn over, pull it through your stitch, yarn over, pull it through 2. 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull it through all 4 loops on the hook, and that creates your 3 double crochet cluster there. You're going to chain 1, you're going to double crochet into the next double crochet stitch of the next shell. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to work your 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in that next chain 3 space, and that creates your second point of your next shell. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next 2 double crochet and you're going to work a double crochet in the next double crochet. You're going to chain 1 and that is the end of your repeat. So you'll repeat from the cluster over to your shell and 1 double crochet, and that's your repeat. You'll repeat that across and we will meet up within the last 3 double crochet of the row. So finish working across. I'm at the end of row 2. You should have ended with a double crochet, chain 1, and you should have 3 double crochet stitches, the last being the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. You're going to double crochet in the next double crochet. You're going to skip the next double crochet and you're going to work a double crochet in the top of that chain 3. So that is the end of row 2. Row 2 is your repeat row. Now once you do row 2 several times, this pattern is easier than it's probably coming across on the video. Once you get your stitches established, repeat row 2, you'll be breezing right through this. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Stitch of the Week, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.